They're alive.
Live it is. Welcome to the world.
Mm-hmm.
World of the web.
Let me see, just one moment.
I think the picture's not going through.
It's 1 minute and 47 seconds to count down, so we're ready to go.
If he can get the picture up, that is. There's always supposed to be problems, right?
In the Uber.
Yeah. This is fine right here. Yeah.
Lewis, you
Thank
take
you.
care of that dog?
Yes, I did. All right. On. All right. Walk into my house right now.
Krishna, you need to join Transformers because you sound like a Transformer.
I am so sorry. I'm in the California area and I'm not at my house today, so.
Oh, all right.
Because Ryan talks like
Wait, what?
Ryan.
Wait, what?
So
Wait,
what?
Wait, what to say?
She said beep bop boop.
You guys are lame.
I'm sorry.
I have a slight delay when it comes on for Facebook Live.
We're loving YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, they say the timer's still going.
And we're still going?
Oh, you guys might hear slight barking. Sorry.
It's
It's
going.
live.
It's going. There we go. We are.
And she froze.
We are live, people. This is what we do.
We are live and then she freezes.
And
Lewis,
we
are
are
live.
with
Lewis, bark for us. You said we were going to hear barking.
Oh, I'm almost at the house. I'm still walking. It's a long block.
Okay.
I'm going to move areas since people are still going on. I do apologize, Justin.
All right. All right. Almost home. Almost home. Like always.
I am home.
All right. Who wants to hear some barking?
Nice house.
I don't know. This is not my place.
What?
I'm pet sitting.
Oh.
I'm pet sitting.
Like, this is not my place. I'm just breaking into somebody's house using their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, NYPD, like, you got a guy bringing out in the
That's why he said get ready for barking. He had to walk in with a piece of meat to feed that neighbor's dog.
If I could find the lights, everybody.
Don't turn the lights on. They can see and shoot you.
Hey. All right, let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs where it's much brighter.
Why is it so dark in there?
The lights are horrible in here.
You're keeping me out, dude. Oh.
Hey. Hey, there's lights.
24 people watching now.
Hello, 24.
All right.
24 million.
I wish.
We're gonna break records today. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
we're gonna break records. You have to break Deborah's record.
All right, since I said I'm at dog's house, I'll show the puppies.
Aww.
At least it's not bleeding.
Yeah. Hey guys. I know I should feed you guys, right? Where's my dog? Oh, my dog's sleeping, so that's all that matters. All right.
Just in time, Lewis.
All right. Choo, 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 choo. Everybody, let's party. Let's go.
And you froze.
We got a tour of the house. That was good.
That's always
where
good.
all the cameras are, so I can break in there and use their Wi-Fi too.
Hey, you can. I could give you the Wi-Fi password and everything. All right.
Okay, we'll give it about 2 more minutes, and by the time those 2 minutes are up, Lewis should be ready.
Wait, I am ready. I just don't have my computer set up.
Okay.
So you can go. I don't care.
Now let's sing the Justin song. Give him his 2 minutes.
Oh, give me my 2 minutes. That's fine. I can do that.
Time's up.
Hold on. Where's my charger?
I get all those sound effects for watching you.
What?
Yeah,
And the crowd goes wild.
The dogs are going wild in here.
Okay, you guys.
Well-
So this is Rangers Live Chat. Of course, you guys have me, Krishna. So usually in the dark, or sound like I sound like a transformer today. Ryan. Lewis, who is setting up, who is a really busy.
It was what? And she froze.
Sound like said.
Special guest, Justin.
Sound like we said Lewis, who is really pissed.
All right, come on.
So everybody from Rangers Live Chat, welcome. If you are new to the show, just go ahead and if you have any questions for Justin, go ahead and leave them on below the live chat, and we'll go ahead and read them at the end of the for him. So welcome, Justin. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you guys? Thanks for having me.
Awesome. It's the holiday season.
Yeah. Ready for Santa Claus.
Okay, so just to start off, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
So say that one more time, Transformer. I'll tell you a little bit about what?
Yourself.
Jacking with her. Yeah, my name is Justin Nimmo. I played the Power Ranger on Power Rangers in Space, the Silver Ranger, 6th Ranger named Zane, back in 1998. Currently living in Oklahoma right now, so I'm in the middle of the U.S. What was it? About February, I guess, is when I got with Chris Lee from In Space, the Red Ranger, and we started doing a con in Oklahoma City, and then he was like, okay, let's go do another one, and I was like, well, all right, this is kind of fun. Yeah, let's do that. And now we're just waiting on the next one, I guess.
Hey, you can come to any New York one.
New York, yes. There's been quite a few requests for New York. And I could go on and on and on about all the different places. So we'll see which one I end up at next. I guess you got to go to the Facebook fan page that I've got, or the Instagram, or the Twitter, since there's a whole bunch of different pages, and follow there so that you'll know where the next con is going to be at. And you probably can figure out what the page is, Justin Nimmo. That was pretty hard, right? Oh, if you don't know how to spell it, it's not like the fish Finding Nemo. Nimmo. It's Nimmo. Nimmo.
That's right.
So who's going to get me to New York? Let's make that happen.
Louis.
All right.
So
Lewis is old.
when we usually have special guests, we like to play a game. And with you, make it easy. Seconds, either Louis, Ryan.
What?
You have 30 seconds to name as many as Power Ranger actors and actresses in 30 seconds.
Name actors and actresses off of Power Rangers.
Yes.
I only know 2.
Too bad.
I know the Silver Ranger and the Psycho Ranger. Those are the only ones I know.
Have you met any?
You guys probably know a whole lot more of them than I do, but yeah, I've met quite a few of them. I've got several contacts, and I follow them as well. So I mean, I can probably name you 4 or 5 at least.
All right.
So if one of you go first, and then I'll write down every name that you say, so that when I go last, I'll have all of them. How's that?
Sounds like Chris would do it.
I think Chris will win.
What happened?
What happened?
I am. I'm trying to set up everything. But what happened? I heard
I
you
think
say
he will-
name as many as you can. That's
30 seconds.
in 30 seconds. Wait, actors' names or like just Power Ranger names?
Power Ranger names.
I can do that. That's like no. That's,
Yeah, there's only over 100 of them, right?
Yeah, it's too many of them.
So it's just a matter of can you name 100 in 30 seconds. So really, it's not a matter of who knows the most. It's a matter of who can talk the fastest. So who's the best rapper? Because if you can rap like Eminem, you can go quick.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. All right. All right.
You got to go slow. I'm writing them down so that I win.
All right.
No, Luis.
Who, me? All right. So we got. Oh God.
30 seconds.
All right. Yeah. Who's got the 30 seconds? Show me the 30 seconds. I'm gonna name the actors' names, not their actual names.
No, I got voice recorder, so I have a timer. I just use voice recorder. 1.
His
2.
time's up. It's my turn.
What? All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Jason, Zach. Oh God, Billy. Trini. Oh God, I'm so horrible. Astronomer.
You go it out of order.
I'm just naming out of.
I'll do it then. God, you're so weird.
Zordon, Alpha.
Time's up.
Bad thing is, I don't even really know like their characters' names as much as I do their actual names. So you did good. I got about 6 off of you.
I try.
Zach, Trini, Jason, Kimberly, Zordon, Alpha. I can't do it. Zane, Andros,
Just close the eyes.
Cassie, Zane, Andros, Cassie. What the hell? What's your
You still
Blue
win
Ranger?
order.
What's your Blue Ranger's name? I forgot your Blue Ranger's name. I forgot. I give up.
Billy, Trini, Kimberly, Kat, Aisha, Rocky, Adam, Justin, Zane, Andros,
she did good. She named
Ashley, Cassie. Okay, so
Give up.
let's go ahead and look at the rest of the.
You don't know. Well, what was Roger and Selwyn's name on In Space?
Wait, Carlos and TJ. There you go. Got it.
Okay, so now we're ready for my 30 seconds.
Go. All right.
No?
Hold on. Ready?
I'm gonna win this.
Ready, set, go.
Jason, Zach, Billy, Trini, Astronomer, Zordon, Alpha, Kimberly, Andros, Cassie, Tracy, Kat, Rocky, Tommy, Adam, Zane, Carlos, TJ, Johnny.
Ashley.
Tracy.
Keep going.
Oh, cheat, Ashley. Okay, fine. I don't even know the name of the characters that are like the monsters. Let's see. What's the green one?
Time's up.
Cliptor. I got that in time. Yep.
Oh, awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and
Yay. Next question.
so let's go ahead and get started with the questions. Tell us, how did you get started in acting?
Well, let's go all the way back to the beginning, I guess. When I was going to college at the University of Central Oklahoma, my mom worked at the Department of Public Safety. There was a lady there that worked with a modeling agency here in Oklahoma, and she said, "Hey, you should go talk to her." Like, okay, fine, whatever. So I went and talked to her, and she said, "You need to talk to the owner. So go get some pictures made and bring the pictures back and talk to the owner." So I had some pictures made, set up an appointment, talked to the owner. Gwen Keaton is her name. I think she's in Texas now, but anyways, when I brought the pictures to her, she said, "Hey, that's going to win." And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. It's going to win what?" She said, "Well, we go to competitions once a year, either New York, Los Angeles, compete for different modeling agencies, talent agencies, managers, producers, all the above, against other people that want to get into the acting business from around the world because they show up to these things." And I was like, "Oh, well, if you say it's going to win, that's fine." Picture of me smiling. So we did. We saved up some money, went to the competition, and that picture did win the best smile, which was kind of crazy that she called it. But I don't know. I think it entered in like 13 different competitions and placed in maybe 7 or 8 of them, something like that. So then they said, "If you'll move to Los Angeles, we'll represent you." I was like, okay. So went back to Oklahoma, raised up some more money, and a group of us moved out to Los Angeles. And from that point, found an agent and got a manager and started going on auditions and booking a little this and a little that. I think the first thing I ever got in California was like an Applebee's commercial and some print work for like covers of little books and magazines and stuff like that. Then eventually got an audition for Pleasantville. So got a spot in Pleasantville, and then the Power Rangers came up, and all my friends were, "You know what that is?" And I was like, "That kids show, as far as I know. I have really not that big of an idea." So they were kind of laughing. They're like, "You're going to be a Power Ranger," and I was like, "Well, that's what I'm here for. So why not?" So I went to the audition, and another audition, another audition. Finally, I got down to the end, and he was like, "If you'll bleach your hair like the picture you showed me, then you can have the job." And I was like, "Well, okay, yeah, that's fine." My hair was bleached because I was doing Brad Pitt lookalike work every now and then. And I said, "I'll bleach it." So they gave me the job. And then instead of my friends laughing at me for being a Power Ranger, every time I got a paycheck, I was laughing at them on my way to the bank. So that kind of wraps it up in a nutshell, I guess, right?
Yes. Ryan has the next question.
Okay, so
You got this, Ryan.
do you see yourself as an actor when you were little?
No, I was too busy riding my bicycle and going to all the neighbors' houses and eating food before I ever went home. So I never really thought about it, being in acting. Matter of fact, didn't really think about it until my mom said, "You should go talk to that lady that she worked with." So that's when that kind of started, and I was like, "Hey, this could be cool. Why not try this out?" So I did. So no, as a kid, I never really had goals to be an actor or anything.
I see.
Just got lucky.
How did you get involved with the process behind that?
One more time. How did I get involved with what?
Power Rangers.
I got involved because when I was living in California, they were already filming in space. So like I didn't come in until halfway through the season. But, they send out a request, what they're looking for, to all the different agencies. And if the agency has a person that fits that position, then they submit a picture to the Power Rangers. and they look through the pictures, see which ones they want to see or have come in for an audition. And I guess they liked my picture because they wanted me to show up. And I showed up, and I showed up a few times, and then finally ended up getting the job. So just in the right spot at the right time, I guess.
Can you tell us what was the process like for auditioning? Like, any
Well,
physical-
let's keep that real vague on all auditioning, not just Power Rangers, I guess, because to me, auditioning is like somebody that doesn't have a job. You're out hunting for a job. You're searching for a job. So every day, hopefully every day, you got an audition, right? So you've basically got a job interview. That's the way I looked at it. So what I did was I had a little notebook, and I kept notes on where I went, who I saw, what for, what time, and what I wore. I wrote all that down. And that way, if I got a callback, which means you get to go back and audition again, at least I knew exactly what I did, what I wore. So because if they liked, say they liked the shirt I had or whatever, I wanted to duplicate that and bring exactly what I brought the first time. So then I would, go back looking exactly the same and acting the same, so that if what they liked the first time, I had it for them the second time, they would hire me for the job. So there was, man, I can even tell you 1,000 auditions that I went on. I'd fill up ring binders worth of auditions. So the best thing that I would say is probably you've got to be really good at rejection in order to even try for an acting job, because you're going to get rejected over and over and over all the time. Whenever you do book a job, most of the time it might be a 3-hour job or half a day, maybe a full day. And you're really lucky if you actually get a job that's going to last more than 1 day or more than a week. If you can do a movie, you might be on it for a couple of months, or on a TV show that, maybe a full year or a couple of years if it gets picked back up again.
Again, viewers, if you are watching us on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you guys put any questions that you have for Justin below, and we'll go ahead and read them later. Question: who do you pick, Silver Ranger or Cycle Ranger?
Well, I would say the Silver Ranger, because he was the one that really got to save the day. He came in and helped out the other guys so that he could actually defend whatever it was they were fighting for at the moment. But the Psycho Ranger was pretty cool. It was a pretty tight little outfit. Tight as in really tight, but it was really cool outfit anyways. So I've got a guy up in Montreal, Canada, that does a lot of artwork. Guillaume Willie, I think that's how you say his name. Hope I didn't butcher that up too bad. But anyways, he drew a picture of a hybrid helmet. And I guess there's one other actor that's done that. Tommy had a helmet that had 2 different things in it, but it's kind of different because it's like 2 different seasons. However, mine was 1 season, 1 character. So this helmet that he drew has Zane on one side and the Psycho Ranger on the other side. A lot of people have been saying, hey, we want shirts or hats or something like that, and been trying to come up with a logo. And I think that we might use that hybrid helmet as a logo. And if it works out really well and keep doing some of these conventions, I might look at actually having that hybrid helmet made, which would be great, because then I don't have to carry 2 helmets on the plane. It seems like every time I go on a plane and I've got 2 helmets, I end up holding both of them in my lap. They're like, oh, you got to check in your luggage. I'm like, no, I'm not checking that luggage. You're not putting it underneath the plane and pushing that helmet. Oh, well, then take your helmet out and put it in your lap. Okay, now you need to put your other one up in the top. And I was like, but it's going to move around and get crushed. Well, then pull that helmet out too. Okay, so now I got 2 helmets in my lap. How am I supposed to eat my peanuts? So if I can get a hybrid helmet, then I only need 1 helmet.
I had to at PMC carry 2 helmets, but it was in a duffel bag, in a gym duffel bag.
Right.
I had to bubble wrap it and everything. At least they didn't tell me to take him out.
Oh yeah, mine. They were telling me I had to take mine out of the suitcase and carry it because I had to put my suitcase up. And so I had one helmet was out, and there was this little kid at the airport. He was looking at the helmet, and all of a sudden he comes up to me and he goes, "You're going to PMC, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You're the Silver Ranger, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." Come to find out, he was from Oklahoma. So when we made it there, he got to come over to the table and actually visit with me for a little while. So that was pretty fun. But while I was on the plane, this was the crazy part. You know, the stewardess, the guy, he's like, "Okay, so you need to put your helmet up." And I was like, "Well, I can't put it up above me. It'll roll and then it'll break, and I can't do that." And he goes, "Well, then I'll go get you a blanket." And I was like, "So you're not understanding. I really don't want to put it up there. I would rather just hold it in my lap if I can." He walks away and he comes back and he goes, "Is that a Power Ranger helmet?" I was like, "Yeah, that's a Power Ranger helmet." He goes, "Are you a Power Ranger?" I said, "Well, I guess once a Power Ranger, always a Power Ranger. So yeah." He goes, "All right, dude, anything you want, it's on me." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You want something to eat?" And I was like, "Well, I guess. I mean," he goes, "It's on me." And then he comes back, "You want something to drink?" Dude, he had me loaded up with stuff. By the time I got there, I still had stuff in front of me. I was giving him back things. I was like, I couldn't even eat that. So that was pretty awesome. I didn't expect that, that's for sure.
That's awesome.
So another question is, did you like your blonde hair during filming?
Did I like the blonde hair?
Yep.
Yeah. For the most part, I would say, yeah, there was the only thing that I didn't like about it is that it felt like straw. I mean, it literally killed my hair, because they would have to keep bleaching it and bleaching it and bleaching it because, you know, when it grows out a little bit, you got roots. Well, they didn't want me to have roots, so they'd be burning my scalp. And the other hair that had already been bleached was getting bleached again, so it was becoming fragile. And yeah, your hair would just be falling out like straw. But I mean, I didn't mind the color. And I guess one of the other things that was kind of rough about it that not a lot of people know is in the beginning, well, the whole show I had silver tips in my hair, but in the beginning they would put a bag over my head. It's called frosting for people that know much about it, but they'd put a bag over your head that's got holes in it, and they'd use basically like a yarn stick. I don't know what that's called. The little thing you crochet yarn or whatever. Anyways, they stick that in that hole and they pull a chunk of your hair out, and then they would take silver and color it all silver and then rip that thing off your head. That wasn't very fun. So they finally later on figured out that you just grab a chunk of hair and make it a silver tip in there.
Were you a fan of Power Rangers before the show started at all when you were a child or anything like that?
Well, you know, I did the Power Rangers back in 1998, so it's not like there was a whole lot of years for me to really be catching on as a fan. At that point, I was already, I guess, at an age that I didn't start watching Power Rangers a few years before, so I wasn't starting at that point. So I mean, I was familiar with them, but I didn't know much about them. Like I didn't know that there was a huge following. I know that after I was done with the show many years later, I had absolutely no idea that they even did conventions for Power Rangers. I didn't know that there was a big fan base. So that's been a real eye opener. I know I used to get a lot of fan mail back when I was on the show, and right after the show ended, they mailed me this huge box of all kinds of fan mail from around the world, and I tried to write a whole bunch of them back, so I don't know how many people got it because they probably already moved by the time I'd wrote them. But no, I wouldn't say that I was a big fan of the Power Rangers beforehand.
Speaking of fandom, what does your children think about you being a Power Ranger? Or
You know, when they were little, it was actually pretty cool to them because they would be talking to their friends and letting them know, hey, my dad used to be a Power Ranger. And then just like everything, after a while, it kind of got old. So they didn't really talk about it much more after that. I mean, when they were small, we would have like a couple of times we did the Power Ranger marathon, you know, sit down and throw the VCR tape in there and watch 4 or 5 of them at a time. But man, it's been many years since we've even watched one together. Yeah. So now they're just like, it's just a part of the past, I guess. Not a big deal. Every once in a while, they might tell one of their friends, or if their friend comes up to them and asks questions about it, they'll be like, yeah, that was my dad. Or, if, you know, it's always funny that, was your dad the white Power Ranger? They always got to correct them. No, it was silver. I mean, people still ask me, were you the White Ranger? I was like, no, silver. Looks white. It started out looking really silver, but for some reason it kind of went to a whitish color.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're using Netflix, watch it all ever you want. Also, FYI, yours. Huh? Sorry, you were saying. Sorry, continue. And
What was your experience with seeing GameStop?
what?
You guys make out what she said?
No.
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 Wait. What?
What was your experience with PMC and Ranger Stop? How did you feel about it your first time going?
I got you. The first con that I did, it was in Oklahoma City at a very small bookstore, a comic book store, and that might have actually been my first time to ever go into a comic book store, if that tells you much. There was a couple of guys that actually drove up from Texas that were in their Power Ranger outfits. So, I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. But there's quite a few people that showed up. It actually turned out really well. The owner of the store named Buck, he was really nice and was allowing us to do it there. But then Chris was like, okay, so, we need to go do Power Morphicon because it's coming up here pretty fast, and that's a really big one. And I had really not much of an idea what he meant by that's a really big one because I didn't know, obviously. And when I got ready to start going and learning that it was really big and had my fan page going and it was growing, I was like, you know what, there's quite a few people out there that that really do still follow this. And then when I showed up at Power Morphicon and there was like, I don't know, thousands of people, I guess, that was an eye-opener. There was actually, I learned lots of stories. Obviously a lot of people tell you that Power Rangers helped them through hard times in their life and everything, but there's other things other than just helping out in a hard time in life. One guy came up to me, him and his wife, a little kid that, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 years old, and then they're holding a baby. And they started talking to me, and then they said that they were a huge fan and that they'd named their kid after me. And I was like, so like your kid as in your kid? Are you talking about a dog? Did you name him Justin? She said, no, we named him Zane. So I thought maybe they're talking about they named their dog Zane, which I was like, yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. Now, the one she was holding, she's like, yeah, his name's Zane. We just spelt it different. Instead of Zhane, it's Zane. I was like, you named your kid after me. That's crazy. So I was like, okay, whatever you want, free. Here you go. Yeah, that is dedication right there.
Awesome. That's really awesome.
And then Ranger Stop was cool. I got to go from West Coast to East Coast, meet a lot of other people over there. There was several people that come from overseas to that one that I got to actually, I don't know, talk with a little bit more because it's a smaller con. It'd be a little more personal and talk about how long their flight was from London. It's like, yeah, it took me 13 hours to fly over here. I'm like, holy cow. I hope you're here for a few days to make it worth it. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Lots of people were totally dressed up at both of them. So, almost like freaked me out a little bit because I wasn't prepared.
So how about your PMC kiss from Christopher?
Christopher will kiss you and lick you anytime, every time he has a chance. You think that he might be infatuated with that a little bit. So, yeah, pretty sure that he's done that more than once. And more than once with everybody that he can. So it's kind of like an ongoing thing. If you don't get licked, you've probably done something wrong.
I'm missing out then.
All right, so
you haven't been licked by Chris? Maybe it's just a bad day for him.
Well, he did give me a comic book. That's signed.
He did.
He's like, hey, take this, I'll give you a discount. I was like, really? It's like, yeah, you buy it for me because no one was buying his comic book. I was like, okay, fine. I'll sign it for you too. I was like, okay, fine.
Right on.
Yeah.
I got one of his comic books signed too.
Yeah, I actually read it. It's actually cool. But so anyway, the next question is, what do you think of the movie coming out, the new Power Ranger movie coming out in March?
There's so many mixed reviews on that, but if you would ask me, I think it's going to go over really well, just for the fact that it's not just a TV show, it's going to be on the big screen, and they've got some people that are really good actors for the show. I do like their suits, you know, their outfits, costumes, whatever you want to call it.
Same here.
A lot of people have a problem with that. They have a problem with them having powers when they're not morphed or something. But evidently, since I don't watch the show, I've been told other Power Rangers that have had powers when they're not in their suit as well. So I don't have a problem with that. I think their suits look cool. They're kind of Tony Stark looking, so I don't know if
Iron Man.
if they did that on purpose or not, but they look good. So I'd say that it's going to go over really well, and actually hope that it helps out with the Power Rangers on the TV show as well. You know what I mean? Kind of keep the fandom going, if you will. It was cool because it gave other people a chance to be a Power Ranger. You know, a lot of people want to be a Power Ranger when they grow up. And if there's only 5 or 6 of them every season, well, guess what? Now we just got 5 or 6 more people. So your chances just got better. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Yeah. So did you think that would go this far? Like the fandom, like this franchise, like did you believe it would go to this new heights of popularity?
I never thought about it back in the day, and I'm actually still shocked that it is as big and as good as it is now. I think it's great that people do like things and stay with them no matter how people make fun of them about it, because you know it's not like Power Rangers is just for kids. They grew up on it, they stayed with it, and they continue with it. So is it a bunch of 11-year-old kids that come to these conventions because they like the Power Rangers? Not necessarily. There's people 35, 45, 50 years old that still like the show, and they come to the conventions wanting to meet the actors. So it's pretty wide, you know. They just never let go of it. I've met people that are CPAs and CEOs, all different fields, engineers, you name it, from around the world.
I see. Well, speaking of conventions, what is your favorite convention moment? Take it from any con. By the number 1.
My favorite moment at a con so far?
Yep.
Man, that's like being at the candy store. There's so much candy to choose from. That's hard. I don't know that I could pinpoint one specific thing. I think it's kind of funny that I do the fanboy effect, because to a lot of people that show up, they want to see all the different actors, and I'm like, hey, I kind of want to see all the different actors too. So I pull the fanboy card, especially when I put on the Psycho Silver outfit, and I'll run out to the different tables where everybody's at, and I'm like, hey, can I snag a picture with you? You know, I kind of feel bad because there's a line at some of these people's tables, and I don't mean to cut or anything, but I'm like, dude, this suit's hot and tight and I can't move. So can I just take like 10 seconds and snap a shot? Oh yeah, totally. That's cool. So I think that's probably like what I would call that moment.
Yeah.
Being able to run up to all these different actors and take pictures with them.
I got a question. Since you already wore your Psycho Ranger outfit, are you thinking of getting your In Space Silver Ranger outfit?
I've thought about it, and I would say the chances are better for a yes than a no. So there's it's in, I guess, London. I don't know the other part of the world so well, but Ollie Mansfield, he's been talking to me about trying to get the spandex, as you call it. So yeah, definitely talking about it. Talking about the shirts, talking about the spandex. Gonna try and come up with some cool stuff. Kind of looking right now of, you know, maybe doing another con somewhere. I know there's a huge fan base down in Brazil. Heitor Lemos has been talking it up pretty good down in Brazil, so there's a good chance that might get to go to Brazil and meet all the fans down there. I know there's a lot of talk about Australia and London as well, so hey man, if they'll have me, I'd love to go.
Yeah. So I'm watching the YouTube feed and I see everybody's comments. So I wanted to let you know that your whole Silver Legion team is watching, Everybody says hi.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate all that you do. You know,
And
definitely grown really fast thanks to the Silver Legion team.
yes,
And
yeah,
Martha.
and Martha.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
Martha's
really...
definitely watching and commenting.
What up, Martha?
There's like a few questions on here. I'm just gonna try to grab what I see. So a guy named Peppermint Sticks 91 on YouTube says, "Have you ever had a weird fan encounter?"
No, I don't really call anything weird. I know that some of the other like female actors, they don't like having some of the fans do weird things to them. You know, they get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that because I can shut them out. However, hold on just a second. On the phone. Maybe in about 20 minutes. Because what do you think? We got probably 20 minutes left, right?
We have about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. So say hi to my dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hello.
He's asking me if I want to go eat, and I was like, give me a little bit. Maybe we can go eat. So I can call you in here in just a little bit.
Okay.
When I'm done.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Wherever you make us go. Sure.
Comment below.
Comment below. Somebody said hi, Dad, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. I'll call you. So what I was saying is, you know, some of the female actors, they get kind of weirded out when some of the fans, I don't know, get a little pushy with them. Maybe that's a good word for it. So I know that at PMC, somebody was, I guess, getting a little too friendly with one of the people on the in-space team. And so I just kind of stepped in between them, you know, put some distance in there so that they didn't feel uncomfortable. So, I mean, yeah, I don't have that problem.
That's good. That's good. At least, yeah, I can understand like certain people, they get too excited sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another question is green, white, red, black dragon ranger on YouTube. Sorry. He's asking, what is one of your memorable moments from the show?
Getting struck by lightning.
What?
Who all remembers that one? Yeah. Getting
Oh.
struck by lightning and getting my powers back.
Oh, it was something? Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of different things to remember from the show, like walking outside and seeing the motorcycle, thinking, dude, I've got a motorcycle license. I want to ride that. Nope, not going to let you ride it. Or the buggy, the dune buggy looking thing. Yeah, that would have been awesome to get out there and get a little sideways in it, if you know what I mean. I remember like the first day on set when I walked in through the doors, there was like the monsters, you know, their big outfits were setting up there. And I was like, dude, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of those and playing with it. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to remember from it. I like the catering for sure, and the art department did a great job of always creating a set.
All right.
So thanks, YouTube question there.
So,
Yes, everybody's curious of what you're gonna eat tonight. So
I don't know, maybe a chicken fried steak.
oh.
What's good to eat in Oklahoma?
Steak,
hey,
pizza, and pasta. Last night I had lasagna. Deer meat. For all you people that follow my page, obviously I like to hunt. I got a deer a couple of weeks ago and
yes,
waiting
you
on that
did.
to come. So definitely love some venison jerky, deer jerky.
Yes.
So,
There's not a whole lot of sushi choices here in Oklahoma. So if you're a sushi fan, don't come to Oklahoma expecting the best.
all right. So,
Good to know.
all right. Any more questions from YouTube? I mean, YouTube from comments, Louise.
Let me see. People are saying Cracker Barrel.
If you're
everybody.
looking for places that are in Oklahoma that you eat at that are probably not as common in other places, like Brahms. Brahms is an Oklahoma thing. It's an ice cream store. I mean, a lot of places have like Baskin Robbins and something like that, but Brahms, they've got their own cows and they grow them here, and they've got wonderful ice cream. Let's see, what are some other things in Oklahoma? I mean, we've got Chinese food. We got lots of Mexican food. Sonic. I guess there's not Sonics everywhere. Sonic's an old drive-in type things, like on the Route 66, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Get and hamburgers and cherry limeades.
There's one near my campus.
Yeah, right on.
I
We're
gotta,
all
I gotta drive down.
Here's a trivia. You know Secret City episode you guys filmed?
One more time?
You know Secret City episode where you guys filmed? Did you?
No.
No? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, maybe your
Secret City?
Yeah, in your season. You remember that?
Like, as in a place that we went and filmed something?
Yeah, I remember your seed actor. I don't know, but
Well, like I know we went to like Griffith Memorial Park and filmed some stuff there, which was kind of cool. And then we went to another place and filmed a spot with caves, and I think that was where they like filmed Batman back in the day or something like that.
That's
pretty
awesome.
yeah, I got
Got to film on the beach. That was sweet. That's when I got struck by lightning. Of course.
your season got filmed in my campus, so that's why a lot of people, like your season's like famous at our campus.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's
like
great.
yeah, you're like Power Rangers was filming this university. Like what season? Like the space season. Like oh. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've heard a few times that the ratings were starting to go down for the Power Rangers. And whenever they brought in Power Rangers in Space, the producers and the writers were like, you know, it's going down. We're just going to throw everything we got at it. And evidently what they did is actually made it really good because the ratings went back up and the show continued. So whether that's true or not, it's nice to think that I was a part of that success.
Well, Justin, I have some few more questions, and these are actually fun questions. You might like them. Basically, it's your favorite things in life. Well, it's life. So I'm gonna ask some questions. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food?
Like you'll eat every day. Like you'll never get tired of it.
Man, I've been killing some corn dogs here lately, if that helps you. Favorite food? I don't know that there's anything that I could like eat every day and never get tired of. I mean, I like vanilla ice cream and I like steak, but eventually you get tired of everything. So that's a hard one. I don't think I could give a good answer as to what I could eat every day for the rest of my life. I'm going to go with water. Final answer.
Okay.
I can deal with water every day.
All right. Since you're also a fanboy, who's your favorite superhero? Only one.
I don't even think he's really a superhero, but Smokey and the Bandit, Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
I love that Trans Am, that T-top Trans Am. That was bad to the bone.
All right. Favorite type of music?
I like country a whole lot. Obviously, being in Oklahoma, we got a lot of country, but it's kind of like anything after, I would say, the year 2000 just seems like it's going to go away. So on XM radio, I listen a lot to like the 80s music and hair bands. The 70s, I can't really get into. The 60s are pretty good. So 60s, 80s, early 90s. Did I have a favorite band? I'd probably have to go with either Van Halen.
Nice.
There's lots of choices on that, but if I was to try and give you a country actor, I don't know. All of the country people are different in their own way, so I'd hate to pick one country singer. I remember I used to jam pretty hard to Stone Temple Pilots.
What's your favorite movie?
That's also a hard one.
Independence Day, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Part of that's because I watched it with my friend Marshawn out in California at Universal Studios, Universal City Walk. City Walk, yeah. Anyways, the movie theater up there, dude, it was so loud and the crowd was so into it. They were screaming and throwing stuff, and yeah, that was bad to the bone. I'll remember that one for a long time.
All right. What's your favorite TV show?
I like the History Channel, just about everything on the History Channel. Last night I was watching American Pickers. I like Pawn Stars. I don't really watch like Grey's Anatomy and stuff like that, but I don't know. I like American Pickers, and Suits.
Suits.
You ever watch that show, Suits, on USA Network?
Yes.
My cousin does. My cousin does.
Oh, was I supposed to say Power Rangers? Power Rangers is my favorite.
Anyways, okay, so what's your favorite cartoon or cartoon character?
Scooby Doo.
Watch that show, Suits, on USA.
Gotta be
What?
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo. All
Yeah.
right.
Scooby Doo.
What's your favorite place you would visit, or you would like to visit?
Favorite place that I like to visit. We used to go to Cancun a lot. I really like Cancun. We go snow skiing just about every year. We're actually going to go to Crested Butte, Colorado. So, man, we love to snow ski. We've actually been to Colorado and done ATVs up in the mountains where like all the mining, where they used to mine years and years ago. So, a place that I'd like to visit, man, I think I'd like to go overseas because the only time I've went overseas was to get to Cancun. So, dude, I'd totally love to go to Australia. I think going to Brazil would be like amazing. So maybe somebody needs to make a con happen in Brazil.
There is.
There's always like one or two that I know, but not too many.
Brazil loves.
Yeah, I was just trying to plug that one, saying, "Hey, I want to go to Brazil."
Are you a DC or a Marvel fan? Or
Like I said, I've only been in one comic book store, so hard to say. This will show how smart I am. I don't even know. Superman, what is he?
oh god,
Is that Marvel or DC?
DC?
DC.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with DC.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Somebody lost a bet on that one, probably.
Oh, I'm a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite actor?
Myself? Oh,
Really?
Brad Pitt. Yeah, Brad Pitt's got some good stuff.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of good actors. I don't want to be one of those people that just like one person more than anybody else. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of bad ones, but there's too many good ones to pick one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd lie and say it was myself.
All right. Favorite actress? Or have a crush on? Celebrity crush?
Yeah, no Woman Crush Wednesday stuff going on. No.
None?
Nothing that really sticks out of my head, no.
My follow-up question is like, if they ever call you back to do if they ever call you back, would you do it? Power Rangers.
Maybe for like a one episode or something.
Yeah.
But to try to go back and do like a full season, I don't think that I would say yes to that. I kind of got too many things going on in my personal life. I'm married with kids and just settled down a business. So to try to uproot and be gone for 6-9 months, that'd be probably impossible. But to go and do one episode, yeah, that'd be cool.
We missed you in Megaforce reunion.
Yeah, it was rude, wasn't it? That was just rude.
Yeah, I was like,
Why they would do that. Everybody asked me why they didn't take you back, and I said because I was such a hateful person. But after I've talked to some of the people that work behind the camera, they're like, dude, no, you were like so professional and nice and everything. I don't know why they didn't bring you back. And I'm like, well, then that doesn't make sense. So I just say it's because they didn't write me in. Everybody's like, so what would Zane be doing now if he was still, if he would have went back the second season? What would Zane have done? Or if he was still there today? And I'm like, dude, if he was there today, he'd be so old, like walking on a walker, teaching people how to fight.
Well, believe it or not, that like many fans were hoping that the Silver Ranger for that season was your son. That like you
That'd be cool.
Corellin or Astronomer, and that was your son. Everyone was hoping that, but it didn't happen. I wish
Yeah, that'd have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Power Rangers on the show have had kids? There's not any baby Power Rangers.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Broke the rules.
It's a change.
So as we almost wrap it up, but I have one more question because everybody everybody's been talking about it since your last interview for Ranger Stop. Is your Brad Pitt stunt double days or just your Brad Pitt lookalikes?
What did I do? Brad Pitt stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll explain how that worked. I was going to the gym at LA Fitness, and there was a girl that was there. She was really nice. I mean, I didn't really know much about her, but she was friendly. She just kind of come up to me, and she's like, "You know, you look like Brad Pitt." I was like, "You know, I've heard that once or twice, I guess." She goes, "No, you're what they call a dead ringer." I was like, "Oh, so why do you know so much about this?" She goes, "Because I'm a Madonna lookalike." And I'm like, "Well, then that kind of makes sense, I guess." She goes, "Well, you should do Brad Pitt lookalike work." And, well, okay, that's why I'm in California, is to do acting stuff. So what kind of job would that be? So it's not like stunt doubles. It's not like stand-in. It's a lookalike. So what that means is, say Coca-Cola or somebody else, big corporations, having a big party, and they want to keep their guests entertained. They might bring in a magician, or they might bring in somebody that looks like Brad Pitt just to walk around and freak people out. So that's kind of what I would do. I know there was like a Chinese movie theater that was opening up, so they came over here and they hired like 50 lookalikes to set in a movie theater. Seems like it was near Santa Monica that we did it. So we sat inside of a movie theater acting like we were watching a movie, and that was kind of like their opening cut to their movie theater over in Japan. What are some other ones that I've done for lookalike work? Well, there was like, I don't know, it was a bachelorette party or something like that. There was lots of corporation type stuff. But, you know, at one point I actually tried not to look like Brad Pitt. Like, I put a bandana on my head and showed up. Like, dude, you totally nailed that. Okay. I tried. So yeah, it was fun. That was probably like the easiest, funnest money, because it's not like you got to go in and do makeup and remember lines and worry about where to stand for a camera. But I still, every once in a while, get that. You look like Brad Pitt.
I could actually see it if you put like half a picture of you and maybe half a picture of Brad Pitt.
Yeah, the hybrid version.
Yeah.
The Justin Pitt or Brad Nimmo.
And Brad Nimmo.
There you go. And he's from Oklahoma. I think he's got a brother in Shawnee that's got an insurance office, so not really all that far away from me. So.
And again, Justin, we thank you for joining us here on Rangers Live Chat. And hopefully this time I do not sound like a Transformer.
Nope, it works a lot better.
Oh, she gets
No more alien sound. Well, thanks for having me, guys. Rangers Live Chat. Appreciate you letting this happen.
Any last words? Do you have any last words for your fans, your team, anything?
Well, I want to say thank you for the team for all that they do, because it's really helped grow the followers. That's kind of a big deal, I guess, when it comes to going to another con, is how many fans that you've got. And, you know, I started off back in like February, and I'm still amazed that it's growing, but I've got like over 8,000 fans on Instagram, and I think we just hit 7,000 on Facebook. I'm not much of a Twitter person, so I think less than 1,000 there. I don't really know much about Twitter, but yeah, follow me on the page and tell your friends about it.
Definitely.
Hopefully I can come to a town near you.
Team Silver Legion.
Yes. Silver Legion. Hashtag it. Hashtag Silver Legion.
you guys have me, Krishna, of course, who sounds like a transformer today. Apologies, and want to be Rangers live chat without any tech.
Technical.
And then you have Ron.
Wait, what? Yeah,
Just
me?
say
Yeah, me? Okay.
Nailed it. Good job.
And Luis.
Wearing his Power
And our
Ranger
special
shirt.
guest.
And you have Justin.
I was waiting for a crowd noise. Thank you.
Woo!
And you have Krishna.
So, our usual
You don't have some kind of like
way to sign off
R2D2
for the
noise
show.
you could have done for her?
Wait, what?
You could have done an R2D2 noise for her.
Oh my god, yeah, I should have done. Thanks for the idea. I know the deal. But yeah, Krishna, sorry. Anyway, you're saying.
It's okay. Happens every time.
Right on.
All right. You're saying, Krishna?
Again, with that, and this is our usual bye wave. So bye, guys.
Bye.
Justin.
Everybody say